For hundreds of years, brave activists have fought tirelessly for the progression of women's rights in society, for the rights to vote, to have an education, to body autonomy, LGBTQ+ rights, and many more vital issues that affect women around the world. Although we have come a long way from where we once were, there is still so much more progress to be made in hopes of an equal future for all genders. We got the opportunity to interview a representative for the Foyle Women's Information Network, project coordinator Amanda Layton, and a female Northwest Regional College student, Rachel McClelland, to ask them about issues faced by women in our city.
My name is Amanda Layton and I'm a project worker for Foyle Women's Information Network. I've been with the organisation for 2 years. And my main role is the project coordinator for the Women and Community Transformation Programme, which is part of the Fresh Start Agreement, which is funded by the Executive. That involves training women from across the Northwest area in 5 modules, which includes women in the justice system, citizenship, women in leadership. A lot of the issues that we hit on affect a lot of the women in this area, including domestic violence, coercive control, and just issues all around that. It's a very vital programme, and this is the second run of it out.
My name is Rachel McClelland and I'm a student at Northwest Regional College.
This work is very varied because that's my main role, but there's lots of different activities involved in. We set up conferences, we set up events for women and issues that we think are very important to them and that their profile needs to be raised. We currently have an event organised about the decriminalisation of abortion. We've from one extreme to another. We've one about energy saving, things that we think women should be made aware of, and that it's valuable to get that information out there. And it's that variety that really drew me in.
Probably depression, poverty and domestic abuse.
Because my main role is working in the Women Involved in Community Transformation Programme, I would think that there's lots of areas here heavily affected by coercive control, not only within the family but within the community, and because that's what I'm steeped in, to me that's one of the main issues. This programme is gradually dealing with that, and there's other organisations out there as well working on issues, as I said, like domestic violence. So I think domestic violence, the numbers and the rates within this whole city are horrendous. So I think that's one of the key issues. Coercive control within the communities, I think, as well, from organisations. And again, women need to try to give women the confidence and the self-esteem to respond to those in a positive way, and to women come together and to be strong and to beat those type of issues. And is that the type of training that we're delivering to help women get there and to give women a higher profile within their own communities and to take up leadership positions within their own communities to fight back against these negative influences. If a woman becomes more withdrawn within herself, maybe detaches herself from her family, maybe doesn't come to events or things like that, maybe has signs of physical harm on her, all those type of things, just withdrawn from with her own community, her family and society in general. It's important that the woman knows that there's help out there for her. I don't think there's still enough yet, although that's increasing within this area. There's still not enough out there, and people need to be aware, because it takes an awful big step for a woman to leave a controlling environment, and she needs to know the support's there.
If they're very domineering and tell you what you can and can't wear and where you can and can't go. I think that it could, but I also think that they shouldn't solely rely their support on social media.
I think it could provide a bigger role in providing awareness of what is available out there, and making sure that they know that the level of support that's out there, not only for them but for their family. I think women have a lot of concerns about finances, about their family, and I think the courts have a big deal to play as well. And I think yes, every opportunity you have, you should be taking it to increase that awareness for women, so they can take that step. I think there's a huge shortage within this area about those kind of services. I know that most of them are booked up and that people, the National Health Service doesn't have the resources, the voluntary sector doesn't have the resources. Where do people go? I think we're in dire straits in terms of those type of issues. We need more on the ground, and we need it now. We don't need it in 6 weeks' time. If somebody's suicidal and with mental health issues, they need that help now.
I think that they're doing a bit more than what they used to, but I still don't think that it's quite enough for the issues.
I would say quite a few of them. Again, it's very mixed, depends what age you are, depends what your level of interest is. I know the colleges do a lot, and there's online courses that can be done. But again, I think you need to keep repeating that message that there are courses out there for women, and to try and bring them in together. We run courses. We ran courses on IT, basic things for people just getting onto a computer. Things that everything's so digitalised and computerised now. So, but I keep banging away at it. You have to keep reminding people what's available there. Yes, they do, because of the lack of childcare provision again. And that's been an ongoing issue for decades, again, within this area and across Northern Ireland in general. There's not enough childcare and not enough affordable childcare. Women in this area mainly get part-time jobs and low-paid jobs, and then they're in an issue between being able to take the job up, be able to afford it, because of the high cost of childcare. So that's an issue that's been ongoing for many a decade, and hopefully it'll get resolved soon with this up and running again.
I want to see better job opportunities for women and more support groups that come together.
I hope that the peace process continues and is successful. I hope that we get more investment in the city that gives women an opportunity to take up new roles, and that they can get decent jobs at decent money. I hope that they continue with education. I hope that all these opportunities come to them and they make the most of it.
After conducting these interviews, it's clear to see that women of all ages echo the same points of issues that women face and hopes for women of the future. Northern Ireland has taken a step forward in becoming a more progressive state with the decriminalisation of abortion and legalisation of gay marriage, which have only been possible due to the tireless efforts of protesters, campaigners and people using their voice to make a difference. No one knows what the future holds for women of Derry and around the globe, and with every new generation of women being less afraid to go out there and get what they want, the activism for equality is only going to get stronger. As Laurel Thatcher Ulrich once said, well-behaved women seldom make history.